Back to Father Solution Academy. Father Solution Academy. Don't forget to share this video across your friend. Subscribe if you have not subscribed before. Kindly press the subscribe button. It's very important. On this video, I'll be walking you on a special angle, which is special angle trigonometry ratio. That is what I'm working on. By the end of this video, you understand what is called special angles. Now, what are the special angles? Normally, don't forget that in the next video I'll work on what is it called, quadrants. From quadrants you will understand the nature of angles. Now at this point, special angles are we have 0 degree, we have 30 degree, 45 degree, we have 60 degrees and 90 degrees, which is of first quadrant. They are all of first quadrant. Now, note this. Why are they called special angles? They are called special angles because they can be expressed in a solid form. They can be expressed in a what? In a solid form. That is why they are called special angles. And don't forget that we have 3 ratios. We have sine, cos, tan. And it has 3 reciprocal, which is, I've explained that in the last video. Now, let us start trying to show 1 or 2 things on this part. Now, for instance, if I have 45, now this should be square. This is a square shape. Now, at this point of square, if I decide to cut this into 2, now you know that all are 90 and 90, and the sum of angle in a square is 360. Now we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That is the distance, which is the unit. Now with this, I'll be having 45 and 45. It means if I have A, B, C, D. Now, at this point, I can decide to bring out in triangle ACD. Now, what's our triangle ACD? I have something like this, something like this, something like this, and something like this. Sorry, I didn't draw very well. Don't mind my hand. Something like this. Now, here is 90, and here is 45. Now, can you see that I have 1, which is centimeter. I call this place R centimeter. Now I don't know it, which is X. Now it means my opposite. This is my opposite. This is my adjacent. I can now say that my R squared equals to 1 squared plus what? 1 squared, which is R squared equals to what? 2. Now my R root of R squared equals to root of 2. Here we cancel this. My R equals to what? Root of 2. Now, here is root of 2. Permit me to write root of 2 here. Now, in wherever it is, centimeter, meter, or wherever. Now, at this junction, I can now say that what? My tan theta, let me start with tan 45. Tan 45 will be equals to opposite all over adjacent. Opposite all over adjacent. We all know that, which is equals to 1 all over 1, which is 1, 1. That is tan theta. It means tan theta equals to what? 1. Now, cos theta, cos 45, which is cos 45 will be equals to 1, which is opposite adjacent 1 all over what? Sorry, let me quickly for those adjacent all over hypotenuse, which is equals to what? 1 all over root of 2. It's very wrong for us to leave our answer like this. You all know that multiply by 1, which is we are rationalizing. That 1 is equals to root of 2 divided by root of 2. It means root of 2 all over root of 2 multiplied by 1 all over root of 2. Now, sorry, admit me. Sorry, don't mind me. Now, at this junction, I'll be having root of 2 all over what? 2. Now, that is my cos theta. It means my cos 45 equals to what? Root of 2 all over what? 2. Now, the next one I need to work on is my sin theta, sin 45. Sin 45 will be what? 1 all over what? Which is opposite all over adjacent, which is same thing as what? 1 all over root of 2. The same thing as what? Sine theta will also be equals to 1 all over, root 2 all over 2. The same thing with this. It means indirectly, therefore, sine 45 equals to cos 45 equals to what? Root of 2 all over what? 2. Now, can you see we have settled 45 ratio and 90? Okay, now at this junction we need to move on to the next one. The next one is 60, 30 and 60 degree. They are all in degree. Now, how do I treat this 2 1? Don't forget right angle triangle, rectangular triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. Now, here is 60, here is 60, and here is 60. Now, when I cut this into 2, this is, let me put 2, 2, and 2. Now, they are all 2, 2. At this junction, I will call this place A, B, C. Now, let me call this one D. Now, at this junction, if I have in triangle A, B, D, it means you are talking about ABD is telling us something like this, something like this, something like this. This is going to be D, and this one will be B, and this one will be what? A. Here will be 60, here will be 30. Can you see? And here will be 90. Now, at this junction, we all know that this is 2 centimeters. This one has been cut off 1 centimeter. I can now look out for my opposite. This is opposite of 90, adjacent of what? 30. It means I'm saying that 2 squared equals to what? 1 squared plus what? X squared, which is x at this point. Okay, let me put y. The y on y axis. Now, I think I'll be having 4 minus 1 equals to y squared. Now, I think I'll be having root of 3, which is my y. Now, equals to root of 3. Since you have that, here is root of 3. Let me put it down. Now, with my Pythagorean theorem. Now, for me to have that, I can now continue by having sine 60 will be, what's my sine 60? Will be opposite all over, hypotenuse, root 3 all over 2. Now, cos 60, my cos 60 will be adjacent all over what? Hypotenuse, which is going to be 1 all over 2. Now, my tan 60 will be equals to, my tan 60 will be what? Root 3 all over what? All over 1, which is adjacent all over, opposite all over adjacent. Now, at this point, these are opposites anyway. Now, these are the ratio for what? For tan. And for cos, for 30, let me tell you, this is 60 degree. Now, let's work on 30 degree. Now, look at 30. When I have sine 30 will be equals to 1, which is opposite all over what? Hypotenuse. Now, cos 30 will be equals to adjacent root 3 all over what? Hypotenuse, all over 2. Now, tan 30 will be equals to, which is opposite all over adjacent, which is 1 all over root 3. Now, which it will be very wrong for me to leave this like this. It means I'm saying that what? Tan 30 will be equals to root 3 all over 3. That is what we are talking about. Now, these are the ratio that you need to know. Don't forget that our cos 90. Please let me quickly establish this thing, and you have to know that this is very important. Now, with what is on ground, if I have something like this, now we all know that our sine theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. Take note of that. I think you should know by what we have done here now. Can you see? Can you see that is what we are done? And don't forget that we know that my tan theta equals to what? Adjacent is also the same as sine theta all over what? Cos theta. Take note of those things. They are very, very important. Now, the short way of getting this, if you are a student, advanced student, and you don't need to walk so far like this for you to get your ratio. These are journey that nobody want to see. Okay, but you may ask to prove. If you are asked to prove, you go that way. If you are asked to prove, you go that way. But if you are not asked to prove, you don't need to stress yourself as much as that. Now, let me tell you the little way of the short way. The short way we just have. Let me start with sine. Sine. Now, look at this. These are theta. We have 0, 30, 45, and 60, 90. Okay. Now, the first one I'm talking about tan is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the first number that has square root, we have what? 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Now, I root off everything, I root off everything, I root off everything, I root off everything, I root off everything. Now, at this junction, it means my sine theta I'm talking about. Sine 0 will be what? 0. Sine 30 will be 1 all over 2, which is going to be what? 2 root 2 all over 2, root 3 all over 2, and 1. It means sine 0 is this, sine 30 is this, sine 45 is this, sine 60 is this, and sine 90 is that. Now, let me now go for cos. My cos, we all know that cos theta will now be equals to, this one will be what? 90, 60, 45, 30, and 0. It means cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is this. Cos, can you see that is what we are talking about here? Now, these are sine, this is cos. Now, can you see that is cos? This is. Now, let me try to work on tan. I've told you that tan theta is always equals to sine theta all over what? Cos theta. Now, for me to get my short way of getting my sine, what I just need to do, I will have my theta, which is 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. Now, I will have something like this. Here will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here will be what? This one is standing for sine. And the one of cos will be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, this one is cos. I've told you that when sine is moving forward, cos is moving backward. That is what you need to know. Now, can I root the whole side? Now, at this junction, we can now say that what? Here will be what? Is 0. Here will be what? We are talking about tan theta. It will be 0. Here will be 1 all over root of 3. Here will be root 2 all over root of 2. And here will be root 3. And here will be what? Undefined. Undefined, which is. Now, that is for tan. No, don't forget that it's wrong for you to leave your answer like this in mathematics. You have to rationalize it and you move on with that. Now, that is what we just need to know about that. Now, that is what you need to know about that. I have some questions here. Let me write it out. Permit me to write it out. Okay, look at this very good question. Find the exact values of this, this, this. No, I think it should be exact values, not values. Now, I want to solve this particular problem. It's a very simple one. Let's try to work it out. Solution. And you can see that it's very simple. The first thing you need to know is that sine 45, sine 60. We all know that sine 45, I've told you earlier, if I were you, I quickly run to, we have sine, theta, we have 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. I will quickly run to this because nobody asked me to prove here. I don't need to stress myself. And I'm talking about sine 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I root of everything, root of everything, root of everything. Now, this is my sine theta value. Now, sine 45, it will surely give me root 2 all over 2 multiplied by, what is my sine 60? Sine 60 will give me root 3 all over what? All over 2. My answer becomes, that is number 1. My answer becomes root 6 all over what? 4. That is my answer. That is my answer. Number 2, we are asked to do, which is B, sorry. We are asked to do cos square 45. Now, if I can write my cos square, I have cos 45, cos 45. What is my cos 45? Cos 45 is something as sine. Oh, sorry, help us to manage. We took our light here. Okay, that is Nigeria for you. Now, I have these, and 45. We have 45. They are still taking light in Nigeria. I'm so sorry about that. Now, 45 will be equals to root of 2 all over 2 multiplied by root of 2 all over 2. Now, root of 2 multiplied by root of 2, it will be 2 all over 4, which is going to be 1 all over 2. Please permit me to write it this way. Now, the next one you need to work on, number 3. Number 2. Okay, C, rather. Now, my C, we are talking about tan pi all over what? 3 plus sine pi all over 4, and divide 1 minus cos pi all over what? 3. Now, look at this very well. It's a very simple one, but what I just need you to know that, note pi equals to 180. Pi equals to 180. At this point, it means 180 all over 3. We have what? 60. It means tan 60. And we have 180 all over 4. It will be 45. It means plus what? 45 sine 45. And divide by 1 minus cos 60. Now, can you see that is what you just need to work on? You know that you can answer that what our tan, my tan is always equals to 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. Permit me to write this, sorry. I would like to do it this way. Now, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I root of everything, root of everything, root of everything. Now, this is my tan. These are my tan value. Now, my tan value is, this is going to be 0, 1 all over root of 3, and 1. Here will be root of 3, and here is undefined. Now, what's my tan 60? My tan 60 is root 3 plus my, what's my sine 45? Sine 45 is here, which is going to be what? Root 2 all over 2, and the last one is what? 1 divided by 1 minus, what is our tan? I mean, cos 60 is always equals to tan sine which is going to be what? 1 all over 2. We have done cos earlier because I've told you that my cos is a reversal of what? It means here will be 0. I mean, here will be 90, 60, 45, 30, and 0. It means cos 60 will give us 1 over 2. Now, at this junction, I can now say that, permit me to add. Now, root 3, which is 2 root 3 plus root 2 divides 2. I'm looking for fraction, which is, I'm done with the first part, divides 2 minus 1 all over 2. Now, at this junction, I'll be having 2 root 3 plus root 2 divided by 2 multiplied by 2 all over what? 1. This will cancel this. That's good. It's good to put brackets. Now, my answer remains, which is going to be my tan pi all over 3 plus sine pi all over 4 divides 1 minus cos pi all over what? 3. It will be equals to what? 2 root 3 plus root 2. That is my answer. Now, can you see how it's being solved? Sorry for the light problem. Now I think you can try this on your own, just in case. Try to solve this question on your own. Let me quickly write it down. Okay, try this on your own. Evaluate without using table. This all over this 1 minus sine 45 divided by 1 plus cos 30. Give number 2. Given that cos theta equals to 1 over 7 and that theta is acute angle, find the exact value of 1 minus sine square theta, b, which is 2 cos theta minus sine theta all over tan theta. In the next video, I'll be walking you through on the quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, and third quadrant. Don't forget, don't miss that video, and share this one across your friends. Subscribe if you haven't. Once again, thanks for watching.